on.
Well, hello. Today is kind of a special day because in a couple of days it will be my birthday. So this isn't really a very special birthday as far as my age or anything goes, but it is kind of a special birthday because I have decided to embark on a tarot journey. And I've read tarot cards for decades, but I've been in sort of an artistic, creative slump, and I am kind of expecting that reading cards and doing things with combining tarot card readings and things related to magic is going to take my creative practice in a new direction. So I've got quite a few tarot related things coming for this particular birthday, after which I am going to call a halt to the extravagant consumption this has involved and get to work. Now, there's a few things that are very fundamental to this plan, and I have here one of the things that was most fundamental of all, because this was a gift from 3 very special trees and 1 priestess of the Caileach. So I had been experiencing quite a bit of frustration with my creative practices, and I had been looking for a way to reunite my life as an artist with my magic practices. And I've been, for quite some time, I'd been studying pretty esoteric stuff, Kabbalah, and a lot of very hermetic, fuzzy old bearded kind of hermeticism, and was starting to get a little bit frustrated with it and sort of wanted something. I live in the middle of a forest, so I really wanted something a lot more elemental than high magic, ceremonial magic. I love all of that, and I certainly do want to incorporate that into wherever it is I arrive eventually. But much more essential was magic that involved elementals, and especially the forest. So strangely enough, I'm in the forest every day with the dogs, and I have an incredibly powerful connection to the forest where I live there, but I also live part of the time in the city at Demon's House here in close to Toronto. Now, when I lived here all the time in a park nearby, that's actually where I wanted to make this video, was at the park where those trees are. And perhaps I'll do that on my own later on. But there are 3 enormous willow trees over there that I have a special affection for. So I was sort of telling them about my dilemma with the whole, too systematic kinds of ritual magic, Kabbalah. I love Kabbalah. That's a tree too. The tree of anyhow. What was I to do? I really didn't know. So I was talking this over with those particular trees, who are very huge, wise willow trees, flexible. Something I kind of need a lot of, flexibility. So I went home and I was on the computer looking at tarot stuff, and almost right away, I came across the Tree Whisper Oracles, which I have here. Expression, just one of them. I'm not going to do a flip through of these cards because there are very many very good flip throughs of this already. And the Priestess of the Caileach, Bags Black, who sent me this, said she had one. It didn't come in the box that that a lot of them come in, so she very kindly decorated a plain box for these cards, which I find so much more special. And it says, "Let us rest beneath the boughs, where gentle leaf song soothes us now, where earthy essences thicken the air, and softly mosses settle our cares." So that is very beautiful, because it is to trees that I am most drawn on some ironically wordless philosophical plane. So I've ordered a bunch of tarot decks that have to do with forests and trees and animals to pair with this oracle. But as soon as I got this deck, and I haven't just, I have just opened it, like just this morning, but I did look at all the cards, and they are so enthralling that if I tried to show them to you, it would quickly become an extremely boring video, because they are just entrancing, and I can just look at them forever, and I see so many figures in them. So I think that and they feel like a gift from those willow trees. And I think what I'm going to do with these cards is I am going to take one. I will pair them with the forest decks that I have coming, and see how they work with their the words that the Priestess of the Caileach, Meg's Black, has put on them. But more than that, I'm going to draw and paint. I have these beautiful metal roofing or ceiling tiles, antique ceiling tiles that are all rusted, and they're a very interesting surface. And I've had them for many years, and they're taking up quite a bit of space, and I've never quite known what to do with them, but now I do. I'm going to use them as a background for the figures that I create, inspired by the figures I see in this oracle deck. So I don't know where that's going to take me, but I'm really looking forward to going there. So this was a gift from my daughter for my birthday, and I have another extremely important deck that was a gift from my husband, Demon, but I won't talk about that here, because this little thing is mostly for my daughter and for Meg's Black, the Priestess of the Caileach, who created this incredible oracle, just to say thank you and let everybody know that they have arrived safe and sound, and I shall treasure them highly. I'm going to be kind of selfish with these cards. I think that I'm going to just, Demon looked at them, and I'll let my daughter look at them, and perhaps my best friend, but they're not, if I end up reading cards for people, as I sort of plan to do, these were a special gift from some very special people, and 3 extremely special trees. So I really better get to work now that there's magic involved. Goodbye for now.